Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Let's do some trucker news. It's been so long since we did trucker news. Let's do a little bit. Let's talk about it. First story up's a little bit sad, I got to be honest with you. Family-owned trucking business shutting down. Peller Trucking out of Arcadia, Wisconsin. They're done. They're going to lay off 80 employees, which is not a good thing. The story says dozens of workers will be laid off in the coming weeks as Wisconsin-based trucking company ceases operation. Arcadia, Wisconsin-based Peller and Sons Trucking will permanently close on or before May 31st, 2022. According to filings with the Wisconsin Department of Workforce and Development, the company will begin laying off 78 workers starting on April 27th, with more layoffs continuing each week until the company is closed for good. All the workers have been notified according to filings. Peller & Sons operated 75 trucks and 200 trailers according to the company website. The company was founded in 1936 and by John Peller. Trucking remained family-owned. Peller & Sons provides dryvan services to customers throughout the U.S. I got a feeling that we're going to start seeing more of this stuff like this because, number one, equipment prices are super high. And, if you've got 75 trucks and 200 trailers, now might be the time to sell it out. If you've been thinking about selling it out, now is probably a great opportunity to cash it in. You're probably going to get more than you had in the equipment when you bought it. Equipment is actually rose in prices instead of depreciated, and that's probably what's going on. I don't know. It doesn't say why they're closing. I'm assuming it's got to do with, now's a good time to cash out. Maybe it's, it could be anything. I don't want to speculate too much. I'm just saying a lot of companies right now, mid-sized companies, it's a good time to sell it out. It is. My next story here, I like this story. It's about custom Peterbilts built by a West Coast Customs. It says, check out this custom Peterbilt created for a rap superstar who comes from a trucking family. The folks at West Coast Customs created a special custom big rig commissioned by the rapper Bad Bunny as a homage to his grandfather, father, and uncles in the trucking industry. Puerto Rican singer-songwriter teamed up with West Coast Customs to create a custom Peterbilt and a 53-foot custom trailer for his El Ultimo Tour de Mundo album and tour. Enhanced features on the Bad Bunny truck include a matte black paint job with chrome flames. It is a pretty cool looking paint job, I gotta say. And custom grille, lights, bagged, closed extended chassis, and full custom leather interior. In the video below, you can see and watch as West Coast Custom Team creates to get all of the required modifications completed. The video captures the moment the team reveals the video. So if you go to cdllife.com, there's a video of that. And yeah, it's a pretty slick truck. I give it to him. I like it. I mean, it's like for what he wants, like a custom truck, like a show truck. I like it. It's not for like an everyday rig for me, but it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet as far as custom rigs go. But yeah, did not know that the Bad Bunny comes from a trucking family. Did anybody else know that? The next story I want to read to you here is about fuel prices and small business. A lot of people will be interested in this story. Fuel prices creating a last man standing situation for small carriers, drivers fear. This driver's quoted as saying, "It's going to be the last man standing at the end of this." Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna. I think that's kind of what people are thinking right now. Anytime you come off a high of freight rates and they start to dip, all of a sudden it's the end of the world. And it's human nature. It's the panic. It's like just how it is. So let me get into this story here. It says a large majority of America's trucking industry owner-operators and small trucking companies alike fear they may be priced out of the industry if diesel prices don't give way soon. It used to cost about $800 to fill up. This is a quote from a driver, Jacinda Duran. It says it used to cost about $800 to fill up. Now we're talking $1,100 to fill up a 250-gallon tank. So yeah, it's raising every day. Literally, you see prices go up 40, 50, 60 cents overnight. And average fuel week used to cost about $1,500 to $1,600. Now it costs this driver $2,400 a week, said truck driver Jacinda Duran. So yeah, I mean, we've all seen it, we've all felt it. Continuing to quote, she said, right now, obviously, it's the fuel prices, squeezing small carriers out. Carriers out right now. Only the strong are going to survive at this point. I'm not sure, like, in business, I'm not crazy about the term the strong survive. I think business is more about the smart and the somewhat lucky survive. I mean, I've had multiple businesses in my life. You know what I mean? Like, I was borrowing money from the USDA when I was like 16 to start businesses. So, I've been an entrepreneur pretty much my whole life. There's only a few years there where I was company, driver. So to me, strong is one thing. You do got to be strong, but I think right now the smart are going to survive. And that's to say we get to that point. You know what I mean? Like, historically, my opinion, we're still very good. This market is still a very good market for trucking. It's just we've been at such a high for so long. When it kind of goes regular for a little while, it's throwing everybody off. So, and anytime you start to get squeezed by fuel prices, it kind of it hurts. So continuing to quote, it says, we're riding it out. We're hanging in there, battling those fuel prices. Freight prices are not going up following the fuel prices, so it's going to be the last man standing at the end of this, she continues. Spot market freight is supply and demand. It's not based on fuel prices. Contract freight has a fuel surcharge. You can base that on fuel prices. Now, you can try to negotiate some extra fuel money in there if you want to, but I look at it like they don't owe it to you. You know what I mean? Like I say, you can try, but it's not like you can just say I don't know how to say it. You can't really just demand, I guess, higher rates because of fuel prices. It doesn't always work like that, or it very rarely works like that, actually. Our next story comes to me here from Freightwaves. I know my boy Dirty Broke posted a link to this yesterday, maybe. But I want to talk about this story. It's from Freightwaves. It says, just 3 years after 2019's trucking bloodbath, another is on the way. So, boy, is that a headline that'll get you to click on that, right? Whoever wrote that headline, they know how to write headlines, because that is like, that grips at your human spirit. So let's read into it. It says, after 2 years of COVID-induced havoc in global freight markets, volatility has started to abate. Freightwaves' view of the market has become clearer, and the picture isn't pretty. We think another sharp, painful downturn in the U.S. truckload market is imminent. It says it also could be as bad as 2019. Much has been unusually soft in the truckload freight market according to the Sonar outbound tender volumes, because this index measures actual truckload tenders in the contract market. It provides a very reliable indicator of market direction. It also says March is typically a strong month for trucking as shippers start to stock their shelves in preparation for summer, and late March normally gets a reliable end of quarter boost in volumes as shippers pump sales to reduce inventory this year. We're not seeing that surge. In fact, marked volumes are softer than any point in 2021. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff that needed to be shipped has already been shipped. I think a lot of these companies were just trying to get stuff moved in case, the pandemic got worse or came back. And I think, it's kind of easing up a little bit. So I think freight might return to a normal level. And according to this data here, that's what they're seeing. It says what's causing the soft trucking volumes? More than likely, lower volumes are due to major consumer slowdown. Inflation has begun in 2020, combined with a surge in fuel prices related to increased inflation, and the Russian invasion of Ukraine might have consumers more on the sidelines. In addition to monitoring the sonar data, Freightwaves analysts also conduct channel checks through our network. Market participants are confirming what Freightwaves analysts are seeing. The data spot rates are falling fast and volumes are dropping. Yeah, there you go. Supply and demand. Not as much freight moving, a lot of trucks in the market. As far as the business side of it, that could be good and bad for some people. I think it's going to level out some of these truck prices with freight volume dropping a little bit, and we're going to see truck prices level out. I think a little bit. They've been tippity top just like rates have. So if rates pull back a little bit, maybe some of these used trucks will start to fall off, and the price won't be $10 million for a used ProStar. We'll see how that all goes. The only thing you can do is control your business and try to do the best you can, and that's all we can do. You can't panic. You can't get too upset about it. People ask me all the time, are you concerned that rates are going to do this? Are you concerned about that? I'm always concerned about it, but there's really nothing I can do about it. So I mind my business, and when I say I mind my business, I work on things I can control. Fuel economy, try to maintain my equipment as well as possible. Try to, stay in contact with my good connections that, get me where I need to be. Things like that, that's the things I can work on. I can't control the overall freight market, so I don't stress it too much. But you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. And let me know if you like trucker news. Do I need to bring trucker news back? Is it one of those things I should be doing more consistently? But if you guys want more of them, I'll do them. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you made it this far, like button, subscribe, comment, all those fun things. Come join me for a live show. Be sure to check out the description down below for all my cool links. There's stuff down there that can save you money on everything, everything from fuel to Amazon stuff. It's all there. Check it out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of each other. Bye.